Hey,
Hey,
all right.
woo! All right. Hey guys, how are you? Listen, today we have a great topic. So there's one thing that women do, yes, and we don't even realize it, but this one thing causes men to shut down.
Mm,
And yeah, and if we would just stop doing this one thing, almost immediately men will open back up. And I'm not
mhm,
even talking about let's talk about it and
mm,
let's work hard at it and
mm,
let me help you communicate and open up. No, no, I'm talking about unraveling a role
mm.
that women have carried for years, maybe even decades.
Yeah.
And if we would just stop doing this one thing, we could trigger three powerful shifts: a feminine shift, a masculine shift, and a shared shift.
Yes.
And with those shifts, you get back to that connection that you had in the very beginning of the relationship,
Hmm.
that glue that brings it together. So we're going to talk about what that one thing is today.
Yeah.
Yes. Woo! Let's
That one
go.
thing, get it out of the way and I'll chase you around the room. Hey,
Hey,
Abigail.
Barbie. It's Barbie in the house. Hello. I was confused.
Oh, I'm on the
Oh,
couple.
yes, you're on the couples page. Oh, my
Tips for the
goodness.
future. Good for you. There you
Yes, yes,
love that.
yes. Oh, this is a tip, Barbie, for women,
Hmm.
even in the present day, whether you're in a relationship or not. Yes,
Hmm.
we are going to talk about the problem. What is the problem?
More so, we're going to address the solution.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But you got to put your finger on the problem to put your finger on the solution.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So for women, I want to know if you can connect to this. Many times we take on the role of being the planner. We're going to
Hmm.
plan everything. We take on the role of being the emotional manager. I'm
Hmm.
going to manage the kids' emotions, the people's emotions on the job,
Everybody.
everybody, your spouse, your family, your
Yeah.
mother, your parents. Yeah. We become caretakers.
Right.
And a lot of times we take pride in that because we're
Hmm.
natural nurturers. Yes.
Hmm.
And we're the smoother over when there's arguments.
Yes. The mediator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to keep everything nice and happy and
Yeah.
lovey dovey.
Excuse me. And we, as women, really pride ourselves in being the go to person.
Yeah.
Go ask my wife. Go ask your mom.
Yes. The central hub of unity.
And when you're on the job, go ask Barbie. She got the answer. Go look to Barbie. She'll know how to fix it.
So ultimately, you're saying the problem is what?
We take on all these roles and
Hmm.
these responsibilities, but we fail to put ourselves as the priority. And what I learned in my years of, our marriage was that you never asked me to take on all that.
Nope, I did not.
And I would take it on myself, which
Mhm.
meant I was not taking care of me.
True.
And that left you helpless because what could you do to help me take care of me? I had to take care of me for myself.
Yeah. It starts from within.
Yes.
It does.
Yeah. So women tend to be everything to everyone until there's absolutely nothing left for ourselves. And then we get angry because the man is not doing what we're supposed to do for ourselves.
Hmm.
Yes, yes. You weren't there for me. You didn't help me. And it's like, no, no, no. If I had made some different decisions,
Hmm.
which I've learned, for example, let me give you an example.
Okay.
I've learned through going to my acupuncturist. I do acupuncture and cupping.
Hmm.
And she said, "Oh, you have a lot of inflammation going on. And that's causing some of the discomfort around here in my ear and tension in my jaw and things from years of clenching and working and got to get it out,
Right.
sleeping like that, just sleeping in stress mode." And so I said, well, if there's inflammation going on up in here, I'm going to do cryo because cryo is supposed to help with inflammation. When I shared that with my husband, boy, he was on it. When I say on it, I mean, he was like, boom, boom, boom. This is how you do cryo. This is what you need. This is what you want to be prepared for. I mean, he was there to support me. But that was because I addressed something that needed fixing that I wanted to do to help improve myself.
Yeah.
But if I'm just, woe is me, and I'm in a state of stress and I'm upset, and you come in and you want to hug and kiss, and I don't have time and I'm tired all the time, what can you do with that?
Can't do nothing.
Yeah.
But be frustrated and be upset.
So how does it feel from a male perspective? Because I think this is the thing that's going to open up women. They don't get it. Like, they think they're supposed to be the hero, because when you see a sacrificing like that, you're supposed to say, oh, I love my woman. She's such a good woman. Look at her. She is doing it all.
No. The truth is that you can be being ambitious, being successful, being on it is a wonderful thing. Prosperity is a wonderful thing.
Yes, Barbie.
What she
She
said?
said she loves acupuncture. She got to
Yes.
go back.
Yeah.
Yes, that's that self-care.
Yeah, you got to take care of you.
Yeah.
But being ambitious and being successful and driven, those are all great traits to have. But when you step into the space of being overwhelmed,
Yes.
overextended, overexpended, it does something to you physiologically, mentally, and emotionally. It depletes you. And when a person is depleted, they enter a space of fight or flight. Believe it or not, they do. That's survival thing.
Yeah.
And when you're in that space, you don't have space for intimacy,
No.
for being connected.
No.
It can be a combative space. It can be a confrontational space. It can be a push away kind of space.
Yeah, you say one thing wrong when I'm already on the edge.
Man, that's not fun. And so most men are naturally fixers. They want to fix things. When you enter a space where number one is self-inflicted, that's one. Self-inflicted. That's the beginning to that. Regardless of the perceived reason or the perceived necessity of the reason, it is still self-driven. It is still self-inflicted. And it's kind of like, if a person is sinking, if they're out in the middle of the ocean and they're wailing around and they're sinking, they're trying to swim, the fixer has to decide, am I going to go save them, or am I going to go out there and try to save them and get pulled down at the same time? Or do I wait for them to figure it out and come back to shore on their own? And that's a tough spot
decision
to be in.
Yeah.
It's tough to be in, because, and that's metaphorically speaking.
And what if you get out there to save them and find a reality is they don't want to be saved, so they for sure pull you under.
And yes, and so metaphorically speaking, we're talking about somebody in the ocean drowning or whatever, or look like they are drowning, but they're not. The reality is, if you're having problems and it's because you have overextended yourself or overwhelmed yourself, and I come in to try to fix it, if it's not the right space, it's just going to be a conflict.
Right.
It's just going to be a conflict, and we're going to bump heads and end up, I'll withdraw, because I don't want to step into a space to fix something where I'm not welcomed.
Right.
That's one. Or I can't fix it because it's something within you.
It's within us.
And if I can't fix it and I'm watching you in that space, that's some tough shit.
Right.
And so the average guy is going to withdraw.
Right. And we mean well. As women, we mean well.
Yep.
Right. Yes. Men don't withdraw because they don't care. They withdraw because they feel powerless. Yeah. And women, we mean well because we want to do all of the things in our heart to do. Help the people at the church, help the people at our charitable organizations, help our kids, and then our friends, our kids' friends, because then the friends come along like, oh, your mom's so cool. So then all of a sudden you got your friends' kids and they have problems. Sometimes you find yourself talking to them.
Yes.
And and you're doing all of these things and you're just putting out, putting out, putting out. And there's nothing wrong with putting out as long as you're putting in more.
Yeah.
And that is the key. It's that self-care. It is women, resting in their femininity. But let me tell you, that's not easy. There's a process. There's a process. And the first step in that process is really, this is the core insight, is giving yourself permission to stop doing what you were doing.
Yeah.
Stop doing everything. Just stop. I remember when I stopped feeling like I was responsible for your nourishment and our kids' nourishment. Like, they were all old enough to fix food on their own. And
Yes.
I just gave myself permission to just not be worried. Like, they'll figure it out. And guess what? They're all strong and healthy. And it didn't require
nobody looking frail.
Yes. And it just required me to let go. Now, when you have children that are, young, there's some things that you do have to do. But as they get older, you need to teach them how to cook themselves and just stop carrying everybody's weight. Just stop it. That's the first step. You have to stop. You have to stop trying to fill in every gap where you see somebody needs something. Oh, let me get over here and help them. Oh, so and so, because they created whatever they created. And they could be a family member and you could just love them to death, but you have to stop. That's the first part of this whole process, is to just stop. You have to stop. You have to stop, need to stop overextending emotionally, mentally, and physically. Sometimes we give until we are just overextended and some women, it's literally collapse. You're in the hospital.
Depleted.
You're in the hospital for stress-related reasons. And everybody's around you and they're gathering around you and they're loving on you and they're crying and everything. But only you can fix this. You, as the women, have to fix this.
I think there's some kind of, well, number one, I know there's a social aspect to this. Okay. The social norms have evolved over the years, over the decades, to where it's like a badge of honor. It's perceived to be a badge of honor to carry the weight, to make it happen, to do everything under the sun. The more you can juggle, the more you can handle.
Oh, she's a superwoman.
The shinier the badge. And I'm calling bullshit on that.
Yes.
Because depletion for anyone does not lead to success of anything.
No, and that's true for the men too, right?
Absolutely. That's why I say for anyone. We're not just talking about women. Although we are addressing the aspect of femininity, and hence that word comes from female, or vice versa. But that is what we're addressing today.
Yeah. And so when you stop doing those things and a shift gets created, and it could be stopping on the men's part or the women's part. Today we're speaking specifically to the women.
We are a couple.
Well, we are a couple. Yep. So when we stop overextending ourselves, let's talk about the first shift, which is the feminine shift.
Right.
So with the feminine shift becomes this space where you create space and time and rest for yourself.
Can I interject real quick?
Yes.
When you just spoke about the space and you closed your eyes and did like that, I like that.
Yeah.
That is a space. It was like without even words, just your physical gesture.
And energy.
Yes. It's a welcoming space.
Yes. It feels good, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yes. So that's when you slow down and you rest in your femininity and you calm yourself. You calm your mind, you calm your emotions, just, man, when you just take some moments to breathe, like deep breathing. Yeah.
That's a space I like to step into.
Yes.
I'm on standby. I'm waiting.
Yeah. The moment women stop doing everything, the pressure dissolves. And then that's when there's space for you to open up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I cannot open up or step into a pressurized space. The moment your space is relaxed, not overloaded,
Yeah.
not, stressed and all of that. If there is a problem and you're in the space of relaxed space, it makes it it creates a space for me to step in. And if there is something that needs to be addressed or fixed, then I can step in and do whatever needs to be done or assist in whatever way or just be there for you in whatever way.
Right.
But it creates a space of openness,
Right.
and for us to connect on a much different level.
Yeah. I'll go back to the example that I shared earlier. So when I first, what they've labeled this as tinnitus. So when I first started dealing with it, I was pretty frantic about it because it was messing with my sleep and I needed sleep. So I could go back and do 100 things that I needed to do.
Yes.
And so in that frustration, when I was sharing it with you, it was just like, what could you do about it? Because all I was doing was complaining about it and talking about it.
Yeah.
And then I would go to the doctor, and then the doctor was like, well, we can give you medication. I was like, I don't need medication because I take medication, then I'm not functioning. I'm not connecting with you. So it really required me to get into quiet space to find alternatives that would help me. And so that required meditation. That required me to calm myself. And then I gradually started learning about acupuncture. And then you have to find the right acupuncturist. We found the perfect person.
Everybody's not for everybody. This is people we're talking about.
Yes, we tried acupuncture. I went to the chiropractor. I started doing deep tissue massage. I started finding solutions, and every idea that I came up with, you were like, okay, let's get it. Let's get on it. Deep tissue massage, he would make the appointments. He had it scheduled every 2 weeks. Then he could be a part of the solution because in my calm state, I was able to, this is my body. He can't fix my tinnitus. This is my body. I know my body better than anyone. And so I know what's going to help me. And so whatever ideas I had, he was on it. He was like, let's do it. And it didn't matter. Like at that point,
whatever it is, if you believe it's going to work, I'm standing in front. Let's go.
So I was like, I want to do cryo. So he gave me the whole rundown for cryo. And he was like, okay, now listen, when you go to do cryo, you can't have oil on your skin. And you can't have perspiration, so you don't want to work out or get all sweaty or whatever. You don't want to get wet. And so it was so crazy. So my first day to do cryo, it's raining. All right, Barbie, we got you. And so it's raining. And so he's swinging the car around so I don't get wet because he's not trying to
drop you right at the door.
Drop me right at the door because he didn't want me to have any bad experience with cryo. But that was the space that he could get involved and help me. But when I was in that space of complaining and trying to get him to understand how bad it was and how uncomfortable it was and stuff, I mean, if I'm in a state of complaint, what can he do with that? Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. But in order for me to even find the solution, it required me to just take a rest. Yes. Men don't open up to a woman who's drowning, which is what we want. We think they should.
Right.
We think that a man should open up to us when we're drowning, like save us. But no, they open up to a woman who makes space for herself. Yeah, not just for him, but for herself. Yes, so true.
Yeah, early on when you discovered the issue with your ear and clenching your jaw and all of that, it comes from stress.
Oh, yeah.
It comes from stress. Stress comes from being overloaded, doing overextended. Um, yes, you can care too much.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. And that you experiencing the symptoms of what was going on with your body. Yeah, I want you to be happy and healthy and feeling good at all times.
Mhm.
But I understand that you are your own person
Mhm.
and that you have your own thoughts and beliefs and feelings, and whatever is going on in your body is derived from how you feel.
Yes.
And I can share thoughts with you, from different perspectives and all of that. But I do understand that whatever you feel and believe is your prerogative,
Mhm.
and I cannot be in control of that.
Yeah. As much as I feel like you should
Right.
fix it,
Yeah.
it's not yours to fix.
I
It is. And I just want to share, and I'm actually going to read these because these are really important and powerful. And I just want to share some tips for women that are ready for the shift. Like you're like, oh, what you're saying is resonating with me, and I'm ready for the shift. So one of the things, or several things, but one of the things that I really want to zone in on is pausing instead of pushing.
Mm, yes.
If you realize you're pushing, like you're trying to push your kid, I remember I realized I was trying to push my son, trying to get him to decide what he wanted to do. Did he want to go to school, not go to school? If he was going to go to school, where did he want to live? And I was trying to push, 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 push. And the moment I just paused, the moment I paused
Mhm.
and realized this is his life and he's going to create what he wants to create, I just need a pause. Was when things just all lined up.
Yeah.
And it lined up perfectly.
Yes.
And he's so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pausing. It's also letting silence breathe. I hope y'all got that. Let silence breathe.
What does that mean?
That means not only enjoying the quiet, but
Mhm.
breathing is a form of taking in oxygen.
Yeah.
So you're taking in whatever it is you need to take in,
Mhm.
and you're breathing out whatever it is you need to let go of.
Okay.
So in that silence, you're breathing, you're taking
Mhm.
in good energy, pushing out bad energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one another tip. Another tip is speaking softer, not faster.
Ooh, okay.
So here's a funny. I had left my husband a message. I was really excited. I had made this discovery and I left him a message, a voice message. And so when he played the message back from me, it didn't even sound like me. I was like, did I leave that message? I was so calm and I was talking very softly. And I realized I had shifted my energy because I was leaving the message for you.
Mhm.
And as he says, know your audience. And so I knew he would receive what I was saying if I said it in a manner of which I did, which is very calm. And, but at the moment, I felt opposite of what I was, conveying in that message.
Yes.
And so I had instinctively, without thinking,
Mhm.
learned the art of talking softer, not faster, to get people to understand that this is what you're trying to communicate.
Mhm.
It's less stressful for you and it's less stressful for them to receive the message.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the other one is letting him find his words, or whoever you're communicating with, but
Mhm.
specifically your mate, letting them find their words. Because if we always talking,
Mm.
then
Why do I need to say anything?
where do you have space to open up?
Because it's already that the average man speaks less than the average woman. That's already a given, scientifically speaking. But if you're talking quite a bit and there's no space for me to say anything, I'm cool just sitting right here. So you might not hear nothing out of me, even though you want to know my thoughts or what I think or how I feel or anything. What's my input? If there's no space for it to be given,
Yes, no, sir.
then it's probably not going to happen. And then there's a withdrawal that takes place.
And then we start to feel like we already know what you're thinking because you're not articulating it. So we go, well, we know that you're thinking this and you're thinking that.
Yes.
Yes. So letting your mate find their words. And in order to do that, you got to give space for it.
And if they care, if he cares, which I do care about you, I'm careful with my words. So those words are not going to come rapidly flowing out. So that pause may need to be a moment of silence
to give space for it.
For him to put those words together where it's not going to be a confrontation. It's not going to be pouncing on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be delivered in a loving manner. In a loving manner, when the emotions may be a little high, it takes a moment to put those words together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is part of the secret to that is for the woman to allow your body to relax.
Yes. Because
if you're talking and I feel like you're taking too long.
Oh, your body, like you may not be speaking verbally, but you still speaking. You saying a whole lot with your body. Closing your mouth don't stop nothing.
I got ammo just like low.
There's one in the chamber, just like you just waiting to squeeze the trigger. No, ain't nobody gonna feel relaxed around that.
Yeah. So you, when you're speaking to your mate, relax.
Yeah.
You relax. Oh my gosh. And I'm learning, right? And this was crazy. My dentist had to tell me, you clench your teeth. And I said, no, I had no idea. She's like, yeah, you're clenching. And it's affecting, my jaw and how it closes and et cetera, et cetera. And then I started becoming aware of it. And then I realized that even when I'm sleeping, I'm clenching, so that's not good rest.
No, it's not.
So spend time allowing your body to relax. I'm no doctor, but cancer and all that stuff, I won't say that stress creates it, but it sure does enhance it.
I will say stress creates it.
I know.
Stress just wreaks havoc on the body. It diminishes the immune system. Once the immune system goes down, the body can't heal itself. It can't replenish itself, can't rejuvenate new tissue, all of that. Anything that's foreign of the body, it will be received because stress diminishes its ability to defend itself against foreign things.
You're right. The body has a natural way of healing itself.
Yes, it does.
You get a cut. What happens when you get a cut?
It heals up.
It heals up as long as it's in the right environment. It has to be held clean, and etc. So if you create the right environment for your body to heal, it will heal itself.
Or if you create the right environment for your relationship, it will heal itself.
It will heal itself. Yes. Yeah. So it's really creating that space. Relax. And then the other most important thing, ladies, is allow yourself to receive. Receive. And I'm still working on this because like when my husband, it was time to get out of the car and go walk in.
So listen, okay, let me jump in.
Okay.
We got there early. It was raining. That was this morning.
Yeah, we're going to do cryo.
So this morning, normally I do cryo. She was like, that's too damn cold. No.
It is. It was cold.
But she identified a benefit for herself.
No, my doctor identified it. But yes.
She received the idea of the benefit. She accepted and believed that it would work.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so if you're going to do this is because I've been doing it like every week now. And so I was like, if you're going to do this, these are some things to be aware of. These are the clothes that you should wear. We literally picked out your clothes this morning, and this is what you should wear. And as we got there, I was telling her, okay, you calm your breathing and keep your heart and mind calm and all of that. And so I know that if you're wet
Yeah.
and you go in
Your
to
skin
do
is moist.
cryo, it's no, it's called frostbite. So don't do that. I mean, so it's not a deep plunge into water. It is dry, cold. So, anyways, so it's raining outside, and we're parked in the very first parking spot, which was maybe 50 feet from the door. And it's time to go inside. I start the car up, boom, and I roll the car around by the door, literally by the door on her side for her to get out, so she doesn't have to step out
And I
into the
was like,
rain.
"What? This is so unnecessary."
And she, when I started the car up, she was like, "No, no, no, we don't." I said, "Nope, I'm already moving." Boom. I didn't even negotiate. The point is that if you identify something that you feel and believe that's going to put you in the right space, and you take action in making a decision or accepting the belief of whatever your doctor says or the acupuncturist says to you, then I'm on board.
Right.
And call me extreme, call me militant, call me whatever you want to call me. Just call me, because I'm gonna be there,
Right.
and I'm gonna make sure it happens in a way to where you're secure.
Yeah.
And if it requires me to take an extra step of pushing a button to start a car up and roll around the parking lot for you to get out and not have to be in the rain, then that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. And that's different, so different than when, I'm in a space where I was just, woe is me over this.
Moaning and groaning and woe is me. There's nothing I can do.
Yep. And I was just keep on pushing and not getting sleep, irritable, tired. And there wasn't anything you could do because I had to make the steps for that. Yeah. And that's allowing myself to receive. So when I'm in a space of receiving, I'm going to receive good input from the doctor.
Yes.
Or I'm going to receive the voice of God. Man, for those of you that are spiritual, you understand if you just be quiet. You could hear him directing you, moving you in the directions that you need to go. And then you're like, okay, full throttle, like I got it. This is what's needed. And I will admit, when I create that space for myself, man, I see you. You're there. You're like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about the masculine shift, because when women have done all those things that I shared, which is, let me repeat it, okay, which is pause instead of pushing. It's letting silence breathe, because you're breathing in good energy and expelling bad energy, speaking softer rather than faster, letting him find his words, and then relax. Let your body relax. My goodness. Release tension in your neck and shoulders, your hands, your feet, even. Just spend time where you're just relaxed. And then allow yourself to receive all the goodness that's coming as a result of that.
Yeah.
And so when a woman does that, let's talk about what happens with the masculine shift when you see that. So, yeah.
Well, number one, it allows space for me to step in. That's one. It allows me to be myself. The nervous system for anyone, but I'm going to speak for men because that's what I am, and I can only speak on.
To man.
I like to speak in regards to experience. And my experience is that of being a man, right? Okay, so my nervous system works in different ways. And if it's a hostile scenario, I'm projecting something totally different than a very calm scenario. I can embrace things. I can be more loving. If you are in a space where you're relaxed and you're allowing me space to speak and you are taking care of yourself and you're whole, when you are whole, then I can love all of you. Whole, being whole and complete.
Right.
versus being fragmented.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. I'm not going to be emotional, so I'm going to stay
That's
on
like,
point.
that a song? All of me loves all of you.
So when you're in that space, it allows me to be my optimum.
Mm-hmm.
I can identify solutions very quickly for whatever situation we're in.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I'm naturally, and I'm going to say for myself, I'm a fixer.
Mm-hmm.
If I have space to fix it.
Yes.
If I have space to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a problem and the door is open, I'll step in and I'll fix it. But you being in that space allows me to embrace conflict. It allows me to love you. It allows me to protect you. It allows me to provide for you. It allows me to be in that special space that you desire me to be in.
Yeah. So when you say embrace conflict, what do you mean by that?
Well, when there's issues, when there's things, when there's problems, give a shit. It's just a problem. Every problem has a solution.
So I got you. Yes.
It's like, whatever.
Right. I'm with you.
Stick and move. Right.
Yeah.
But that's just, when you're in the right space, I can flow freely and I can be present.
Right.
I can be present on the surface and in front of you and connected.
Yeah.
I can watch for what's not being said.
Yeah.
I can be tuned in, dialed in, and like 100% there.
Yeah. We had a quote on there. Yeah. When a man stops trying to fix everything and he expands his perspective and actually hears what's not being said. Yeah. That's what you're talking about when you're fixing stuff. When you can look beyond what's going on, because a lot of times, even when women are in a space of being stressed, they can only see what's straight there in front of them. Right. They can't see the bigger picture.
Yeah, no.
And and so they're thinking it's one thing because that's what's in front of them. But in reality, it could be that they're simply in a space of attracting all this crisis mode because they're in a crisis and they're constantly attracting more crisis.
There's a reality in the midst of a moment. The reality is I need you and you need me. And comes the song. I don't know, there's always a song. But the reality is that in different times we need different things, different circumstances.
Yes.
But whenever you need me, you will get the best version of me if you invite me in versus demand me to be there or to do whatever you need.
Yeah.
There's a thing, and I don't know about other men, I can only speak for myself psychologically. When I'm invited versus demanded, that demand thing, it shuts things down.
So
internally it shuts down.
So what you shared with me, because this is another quote we had on the screen, that when men don't open up under pressure, they open up under safety.
Yes.
And what you've shared with me in the past is because whenever men experience pressure, the instinct, the natural instinct, especially if you've been in the military, is to destroy the pressure.
Yep.
Because if there's something
pounce until there's nothing left.
Right. And so that
if that's coming from you, then what the hell am I supposed to do with that? I'm not going to pounce on you.
Right.
So the only thing I can do, instead of annihilating you, I have to step back. I have to disengage because I know what I'm capable of. And if you are a man and you don't know what you're capable of, that's when abuse happens.
Yes.
That's when physical abuse happens.
Yeah.
And that's a whole different topic.
Right.
But because I'm aware of myself, self-awareness,
Right.
I know that whenever there is a problem, especially when it involves something or someone that I really care about, that is what governs the intensity of the force that I exert to correct that problem.
Yep.
And the relationship that you and I have, that's on a real tippy top level. And that's when I break out all the arsenal to annihilate a problem. But if the problem is coming from you, how do I regulate that?
Right. Well, and it's not just the problem, it's the pressure.
The pressure,
The
yes.
pressure,
Yes.
because the problem can be solved. It's
Every
the
problem
pressure.
has a solution. Yes, it
It's
does.
the pressure. And
It's the
so
pressure.
if you have space to feel like you can safely operate and govern,
Yes, and
then
maneuver in that
maneuver,
space.
yes.
And it has to be an open space. It has to be an invited space, because otherwise, if I cannot maneuver freely in a delicate space like that, I'm not going to come in.
Right.
I'm not going to come in because I know that I can do damage if I don't have the freedom to move like I need to.
Right. Yeah. And so I am understanding too, with communicating, that I believe people can have relationships now. Did not start out like this, but I believe people can have relationships now and not have fights.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I've learned fights don't work.
They don't do
They
nothing.
don't work. They don't.
Somebody will win, but
It's not worth it. I mean,
no.
it just doesn't work. And again, because that's that pressure.
Yes.
That's that pressure. But when I really want your attention, that's when I relax. I soften my voice, and I'm really direct with
Yes.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
And that's what I did on that text of that voice message. When I listened to it back, I was like, wow, that was me in work. I was I really wanted him to get what I was sharing with him. I really wanted him to get it. And so that's when I softened my voice. I talked slowly. Yeah, I was really connecting with
and
you.
I got it.
Yes.
And I got it. It was very well delivered.
So we've talked about the feminine shift, the masculine shift. Now there's the shared shift.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And that's when we both put our self-care first. It's a look on the airplane where they tell you put your mask on first, and then you put your loved one's mask on. So when both people put self-care first, the relationship gets warmer, lighter, and easier, because we are both taking care of us. Yes. Yes. And
come together in harmony.
Yes. Yes. When you take care of yourself, like going to bed at reasonable hours, you get more rest, you have more patience, right? Because the more rest you have, the more patient you can become.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. More patient in the relationship because you're not tired.
True.
Working on till 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock.
I'm laughing because does that mean we're going to bed early tonight?
No.
Okay, never mind. That's just my mind drifting.
It's date night tonight.
But it's raining outside. Oh, does that mean we're not going anywhere?
Oh, darn.
Oh, darn. Maybe next time. I guess we'll just have to stay home.
Oh,
okay,
I'm sure
keep going.
we'll figure it out.
I interrupted you. Go ahead.
We interrupt this commercial.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness. Okay,
so shared shift.
Shared shift.
Yes.
Taking care of yourself, putting self-care first. Yes. Getting more rest creates more patience. More grounding when you're grounded. And grounding can be done in many ways. It depends on the person. Some people can do grounding by simply going outside and stand on some grass.
Yep. Put
go
your feet
to
in
the
the
beach.
dirt. Go put your feet in the sand at the beach. And if you're doing that, stepping into the water with your feet in the sand, that's the most efficient way. That's just scientific. Sorry.
Yes. There's other ways to do things that you love, like going for a bicycle ride and just roll and just ride. Sitting at a park or listening to water. So listening to water flow is a great one. So if you're at a waterfall or sometimes fountains, you can find parks that have fountains. Go to the beach and just listen to the water.
Turn the faucet on. Just
don't be running the water now. Now you got a water bill.
Okay. No, but whatever it is that allows you to be in that space where
you
almost
feel grounded.
It's a calming space.
Yes.
It might be different for different people. Whatever that is, self-care comes in many different ways. And it's really about giving yourself some space to recharge.
And when you're grounded, if the other person comes at you wrong, because maybe sometimes they will say something. It does happen. The other day, you were working and I was asking you about Christmas and you snapped at me and I was like,
did I?
You sure did. Guess that's why he didn't know. Because guess what I did? I didn't react. I turned around and I started doing my cash stuffing and I didn't even react to it. I was like, I'm going to go do my cash stuffing and I'll ain't talk to you about Christmas. I'll talk to you about Christmas and Christmas gone.
Had no idea. This is like fresh news for me right now.
Yeah, because you were working and I wanted to talk about Christmas and you was like, I'm not thinking about that right now. I was like, okay. But I didn't react to it.
No, you certainly did not.
No, you didn't even know, and I
didn't even know I responded to you in that light.
Yeah, and my brain had to process it because the half of me was like, "Wait a minute, I'm asking you about something for you, and you're snapping at me." But then I was like, "Girl, let that go." You see, he's working, whatever, move on, find something to do. And so then I went and found something to do that I enjoyed and I had fun with it. But yeah, you don't react when if I've been stressed out and tired and I'm now asking you something because I want to do something for you and I'm asking you and you tell me and you got an attitude, then that's a whole argument.
Yeah.
Because I'm already overextended and I'm trying to do something for you and you got an attitude. Oh boy, yeah. That can come out. See how quick that was? I was like,
but wait, did I have an attitude?
No.
I was like, wait a minute.
But
this thing is evolving. Did I have an attitude?
But that's how I would respond to it had I been like stressed out.
I know.
And it really wasn't that big of a deal. No. But when you're stressed out, you create.
Yes, your perception is out of whack.
Yes. So when you're grounded, you don't react like that.
Yeah.
Yes. But it requires you to be self-connected too. Which, go ahead.
I want to, while you were talking, something popped into my mind. When I said your perception can be way out of whack. That is for men as well. I just want to be real crystal clear about that. We're not just talking about what women need to do and they need to do this and they need to do that and they just need to sit down and be quiet and all of that. No,
we're not saying that at all.
No, we're not saying that. I'm addressing
the naysayers.
Yes, and the perceived notion about it being one-sided.
Yeah.
Men have to keep themselves centered and balanced as well.
Yes, this is the shared
shift.
Yes.
And in order to operate in that shared space, it is two-sided.
Yes.
Two people being centered and balanced so the two can join in harmony and have this dynamic where we feed off of each other and the power and the significance and the energy and the love and all of that expands and grows
exponentially.
And man, it's a nice thing.
It is a nice space to be in. You feel more balanced, and when you're balanced, you don't have burnout.
No,
right?
You don't.
Yeah,
no.
You're balanced. You're in that equilibrium type space. Not too high, not too low. You're just kind of here. So you don't have burnout.
Yes.
And you
Burnout.
don't have those extremes. Yeah. And then I think also when you're more calm, you can be open.
Yeah.
Open to receiving. Like, I learn from you every day. And you would think after all these years of us being together, like, how could I learn from you? I already know you. But there'll be something that you say that'll cause me to go, aha. Yeah. Because, for many years, I had a story of why I had to work hard and take care of the kids. I had to do all this and the other. And like I said, it was one thing I said, well, you know what? I'm not going to be cooking. And you were like, that's fine. I'll find something to eat. And, it was just like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's no big deal.
He's like, we won't starve. And here, all these years, I've carried the notion that I was responsible. Like, even if I didn't cook, I was responsible for figuring out what everybody was going to eat.
Yeah, that's that gets to be a bit much.
Yes. When if I'm working, you're working, why have that on? And so what if you just let go and let everybody figure out what they want for themselves?
You are one person.
Mm-hmm.
You're one person. And I'm just going to make a personal statement. It may be applicable to some other men, but I don't really care. So I'm going to make a statement. You're one person, and you're the one person that I have. And I like it when you're whole. I like it when you're complete.
Yes.
I like it when you're safe, when you're happy, when you're healthy, when you're living in a space of prosperity. I like it when you are loving, when you feel loved. And I like you being you.
Right. And I am me when I am taking care of me, and I'm getting rest, and I get to have that, time for meditation. I get to have the time for working on my French. Je parle français.
Yes.
It makes me happy.
Yes, it does.
And so, it's important. And it's true, for this shift to occur, we both have to do this together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You take care of you. I take care of me. We kind of come together. We have
and
more
we take care of each other.
Yes. Yes. Woo.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
So to close up, we had a lot of fun. Thanks, guys, for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
But to close up, we want to talk about things. Let's do a synopsis of like a before and after synopsis. Okay.
Got that.
So the before is possibly she's overwhelmed. So he's withdrawn.
Mm-hmm.
She's pushing.
He shuts down.
She feels alone.
And he feels helpless.
Yes, yes. But after our discussion today and our discussion about stopping, trying to be superwoman to everybody and everything, be superwoman to yourself first, letting go, and then allowing men stepping into that space. Now, when we open up and create that space,
I'll step right on in.
Men stepping into that space. And so when that happens, then I stop doing everything and I soften up and I'm creating this warm space.
The pressure dissolves.
Yes. And then
then I can step in and I can open up and then we can reconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a nice space to be in.
Mm-hmm. And it happens fast too. That reconnection, that happens pretty damn quick.
Yeah. And sometimes you have to go through this process like in a day, right? Because you don't even realize you've slipped into the mode of fixer and trying to do it all. And he's pulling back. And so, in a 24-hour period, you can go through this process and get it reconnected.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like you just do it and it's magic and it's, we're all happy and No, you have to go through this process sometimes when you identify that you're, maybe imbalanced and you got to bring it back. But each time you bring it back, this is the equation. Yeah. This is the flow. This is the result that happens. Yeah.
Always remember that whatever problem exists, there was always a solution. Yeah. The solution is always there. It's a matter of opening your yourself to receive the solution or to
Yeah.
make space for the solution.
It's 100% guaranteed that stress will separate you from that solution. So
Oh, yeah.
stressing over something and fighting against it and pushing against it will create this division between you and your partner and the solution. Yeah. So one way to exponentially come to that solution is through relaxation, through meditation, through connecting. He's looking at me like that.
I'm actively listening.
Well, it's time to go, y'all. We have shared.
All right.
We've conquered that conversation. Now it's time to go.
Any other key points? Nope.
No.
Yes. No. Maybe. Possibly.
I think one statement that we have here: men open up more when women stop doing everything, because connection needs space, not pressure.
That's it. And on that note, love you guys.
Bye for now.
See you next time. All right. Bye-bye.